You guys can hear me? All right, so I kind of look at that officially as the end of the preseason training camp part of this upcoming season. I told the guys I was very pleased with the work and effort they put in, where we're going, the path we're on. Obviously, tonight didn't go the way we would have hoped down the stretch, and we really struggled to make some shots. I felt like we missed a bunch of layups. We got a lot of things we have to continue to work on and get much better at. But overall, from the start of training camp to now, I'm very pleased with our guys and the work that they're doing.
Hey, Luke, I just, now that preseason is officially wrapped up, was curious, given the circumstances with a kind of truncated preseason and training camp, where are you guys now, based on where you were hoping or thought you might be? Are you behind schedule, ahead of schedule, about where you thought, and what's the focus the next few days?
Yeah, we're right about where I thought we'd be. It's they're doing some things above where I thought we'd be, and there's other parts that we're further behind. But that's the case. I'm sure with a lot of teams right now with the abbreviated preseason. We're going to give the guys tomorrow the day off. Everyone's got to come in and get tested, and then some treatment for whoever needs the treatment. And then Saturday, Sunday, we're getting after it again. A lot of scrimmaging, a lot of up and down. And then we'll, start to prep for, start prepping for Denver.
Cunningham. Luke, you mentioned that you were expecting sloppiness in the preseason. That third quarter, was that difficult to watch, to see the way the ball was being turned over?
Yeah, well, I think some of it, the defense started sloppy, but the third quarter, I think we started that third quarter offensively with, maybe 3 or 4 missed layups. We made a layup, and then we missed 3 or 4 layups at the rim, and then Buddy had a clean look from 15. So we kind of got the shots we wanted to get. We just missed them, and I felt like it started to drain our energy a little bit. Then we started to force, and that's where, if you're a veteran team that's been together, you stop the bleeding right there. And that wasn't the case for us. We kind of let those mistakes start to pile up on each other, and then we had to go find some other guys to get that energy back. And then I thought we made a couple nice pushes, but at the end of the day, like every time I felt like we started getting close enough to make it, really make it a game, they'd either knock down a 3 or, we got, Tyrese hit that 3, they called a legal screen on. So there's just little things that unfortunately didn't go our way tonight. But I do think after that, we found some good energy to finish the game with, which I was pleased to see.
James.
Hey, Luke, how are you?
Hey, James.
Hey, you're playing with a lot of bigs that can't really space the floor. Just how difficult is that to sort of meld those, Marvin and Rashawn and Hassan, especially with De'Aaron, and trying to keep those lanes open for him to run?
Well, yeah, that's where the chemistry will be helpful. The more time we can spend together, and it's we're trying to we're playing fast, and we believe that Marvin will be able to space the floor. I've seen De'Aaron put a lot of time into his shot this offseason. I believe that he's going to start knocking those down at a pretty good rate. But at the end of the day, our priority number one is to keep that funnel open for De'Aaron and whatever other wings are pushing to attack the rim. We give our bigs the permission to get out and run, but if they do, it's getting out to the weak side, and that's either to the dunker or the 3-point line, depending on their range. And it's something that we keep pushing and emphasizing, but it takes time. It's not always natural for everybody. But we're going to continue to work on keeping that funnel as open as possible for De'Aaron and other players as well. Every chance we can.
Matt George.
Hey, Luke. De'Aaron Fox, any reason to be concerned at all with his shooting struggles, not just tonight, but over the course of this preseason?
No. He's I'm telling you, he was in that gym all summer working on it. So it was getting to a good place in practice, and then normally, that's just the natural progression of a basketball, in this league. It's you work on something, you work on it, it feels good, it looks good in practice, and then it takes a little more time before it clicks into the game. Once it clicks, he'll be fine. He's continuing to put in the work, and he believes in it. We believe in it. So nothing to be concerned on.
Jason Jones.
Here, Luke.
You speak up, Jason.
Take this off. Hey, Luke.
There
Hey,
you go.
Just when you look at the De'Aaron's 3-point shooting, do you want him to be more of a volume shooter, and is that a key to making this offense work?
we want him to be very aggressive. And some nights that might be, a lot of threes, and some nights that might not be any threes at all. We want him being aggressive. If teams are going to go under, he's got to be, willing and confident to shoot that three. But before anything, we want him attacking the lane and creating. You look at him; he had 13 assists tonight, right? So that's the aggression we're looking for out of De'Aaron. And then we would assume most nights he shoots the ball. Shoots the ball better, probably gets a better whistle. I mean, when you have 13 assists and you take 17 shots, that means you're playing aggressive basketball, and he only shot 2 free throws, right? So you would imagine most nights that the free throw number is higher than 2. And if he's in there playmaking for others, that's really what we're interested in seeing.
Jason Anderson.
Hey, Luke, for 4 preseason games and 7 nights for you guys, what would you say, you were most pleased with seeing, and what was maybe one thing that you were the most disappointed that you thought would look better right now?
Yeah, what I'm most pleased with is just the overall buy-in from the group and commitment to doing what we're asking them to do. There's been sloppy moments. There's been some clean moments. I'm not disappointed in anything. I shouldn't say I'm not disappointed in anything as far as how the team is playing or working or trying. The only disappointment would be like the lack of time, but there's nothing that you can do about that. That's just the reality of what we're in right now. So we're not going to complain about it. We're just going to keep working. But yeah, I mean, we're far away from where we need to be, and we got a lot of work to do. But as long as we keep going, and committing to each other the way that we have through these couple of weeks, we'll be fine.
Hey, Coach. Good to go.